Today we are taking a look at the hybrid melee ranged AoE damage leveling build that is so much fun you just might play it all the way to level 100. This build is designed to help keep you alive, making it much faster and easier to mastering the rogue class. Twisting Blades and Poison Trap are the big damage dealers, and when used correctly can wipe out an entire area of demons. We will go over basic skill ability combos, skill tree points, aspects, and much more. The goal of this video is to help new rogues stay alive and dish out massive damage. Now, rogues can be really squishy like jelly if not built correctly. Now, this video will also give you a better understanding of how the ranged and melee abilities of the rogue synergize perfectly together. Let's jump into the skill tree. For our basic skill, we put 5 points into Puncture and an additional point into Fundamental Puncture, which gives you vulnerability on your enemies, which increases your damage by 20%. Now moving over to core skills, we have 5 points into Twisting Blades, an additional point into Advanced Twisting Blades. Now this was recently nerfed. You could get up to 3 seconds if you pass through enemies with your Advanced Twisting Blades, but now it's 2 seconds. It's still extremely strong. You will have multiple cooldowns. You should be able to spam your abilities at will whenever you want. 3 points into Sturdy, 3 points into Siphoning Strikes. These two are very important for this build. Rogues are extremely squishy. 12% close damage reduction helps keep you alive, along with 3% of your max life regen when you critically strike close enemies, and this will happen almost all the time. Moving over to agility skills, we have 3 points into Weapon Mastery. This is mandatory too. This maximizes your damage for daggers, swords, bows, and crossbows. So this is a melee ranged mixed build, so this helps with both of your weapon skills. Now we also have 3 into Dash and 1 into Methodical Dash. Now dealing damage to crowd-controlled enemies. Now, with this build, you have the poison trap, so they will be crowd-controlled. As long as you dash through your enemies when you have that poison trap down, you will reduce your next dash by up to 3 seconds. Subterfuge skills, we have 1 into Agility and 3 into Mending Obscurity. Now, while stealth, you heal for 9% maximum life per second. When you are stealth for 4 seconds. Therefore, you are healing yourself 36%. That is massive. You almost never have to use healing pots unless you're actually going against a massive group of elites. But other than that, you're actually pretty good with just the Mending Obscurity. It's amazing how often you are stealth because you have the cooldowns. So this really does help keep you alive often while you're leveling. I would definitely make sure that you do not skip over this. Now, along with Concealment, we have 1 into Countering Stealth. Every time you come out of stealth, it is a guaranteed critical strike. I recommend when you come out of stealth to hit Twisting Blades, therefore you get an immediate critical strike on the enemies. For our imbuement skills, we have 2 into Shadow Imbuement and an additional point into Blended Shadow Imbuement. So the primary explosion makes everybody vulnerable for 2 seconds, and again, that is adding an additional 20% damage. Ultimate skills, we have 1 into Adrenaline Rush and we have 3 into Haste. These two are very important for this build. Now, as you're moving, this is increasing your energy regen, along with being above 50% max energy. You get a 15% increase in movement speed. That's huge as you're leveling up because you're moving faster, you're getting to enemies quicker, therefore you're getting more XP faster. And then if you happen to be below 50% max energy, gain 15% increased attack speed. And the key passive is Exposure, and that's primarily to reduce the active cooldown of your Poison Trap skill by 20%. If you are a lower level rogue, let's say level 5, 10, 15, 20, and you're trying to figure out where to put these points so you can maximize your potential, well, here's the method I use. I always want to unlock the major skills as soon as the next node is unlocked. So what I would do with my first 3 skill points is I'd go Puncture, Enhanced Puncture, Fundamental Puncture. That would unlock your core skills, and I'd put another 3 into Twisting Blades, Enhanced Twisting Blades, Advanced Twisting Blades. And then you'd get to unlock your next node, and you'd so forth, and keep going down to that method until you lock all your major skills. Once that is unlocked, you can start coming back up and filling in these sub-node points with Sturdy, Siphoning Strikes, Weapon Mastery. So you're making yourself stronger as you go, but you need all of those abilities to really start maximizing and understanding how the rogue ranged and melee abilities synergize together. So that's the method I would use. So check it out. You can kind of mess around with it a little bit, but just make sure that you do unlock these major abilities first with your points as soon as those nodes unlock. All right, let's talk about the aspects. Now, if you are a very new player and you're not quite sure what aspects are, there are two ways to acquire aspects. Now, the first way is to go to your map, and you see all these dungeon icons here. Go to those dungeons, complete them, and the first time you complete that dungeon, you will unlock the aspect. The other way is when legendary items drop for you, you can actually take the aspects that are already attached to that armor or weapons, and you can bring them to the occultist, and you can extract them by going up and looking at the top left corner. You go to extract aspect, click on that, hit an item that you want to extract the aspect from. Then you're going to go down here, extract aspect. We have two aspects that are critical for this build. The first one is Twisting Blades. This will amplify your damage dramatically. And the second one is for Poison Trap. So you can drop your Poison Trap while you are stealth, and it won't break stealth. And it will drop that trap instantly, along with you can drop a trap every 5 seconds. You can have 4 traps out at the same time. Now, some of these other aspects are not mandatory at all, but some of the ones I'm using, damaging an elite enemy grants you a barrier, so you absorb a little bit of damage for the next 10 seconds. That's always beneficial to staying alive. When hit while not healthy, a magic bubble is summoned around you. You are immune in that bubble. Again, survivability. Attacking enemies with a basic skill increases your next core skill. So if you are attacking with Puncture, you're increasing your damage with Twisting Blades. And upon taking damage from surrounding enemies, you drop a smoke grenade and dodge the next 5 attacks within 10 seconds. Again, more survivability on top of that. So you can mix and match, and you can play around with these. They're not mandatory, but they're definitely helpful to you leveling up your rogue. Here's the basic combo. So make sure your Shadow Imbuement is on your weapons. Make sure it's active. Go stealth, drop your trap, hit Puncture, hit Twisting Blades, dash out of there. And that's exactly how it works. And that's all you need to do. And every time you dash through those enemies, you're reducing your ability cooldown, so you can basically spam them. That is going to wrap up the new player guide for leveling the rogue in Diablo 4. If you guys enjoyed the video or learned something, please consider supporting the channel by liking the video, commenting down below, or most importantly, subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any future Diablo 4 videos. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'm out.